My father has come from zero and made it to himself. You just addressed him as a legend, as he very rightly is. So we don't come from a family of, going out there just because you're privileged. You have to make your own name. He's my father, but he's also the one of the greatest dancers ever in this country, the first ever disco dancer and last. So for me and Amreen, it was a joy. We were dancing with joy even before he came on set.
Hi, this is Amrin,
Hi, this is Namashi Chakraborty.
and you are watching us on
PeepingMoon.com.
PeepingMoon.com.
Hello everyone, welcome to PeepingMoon.com. I'm Rashita Sahni, and today joining me for a super interesting conversation are Namushi and Amreen, who are all set to impress us all with Bad Boy. Hi you guys, how have you been?
All
Very,
good.
very well,
How have
very
you
excited.
been?
I have been well. In fact, before this interview, I was just going through a quick recap of all the songs, and I must say, everything looks so nice. I'll be watching the film tomorrow, so
Wow.
of course, I'll be letting you all know what I feel. But I have a good feeling. I was just telling her that it's a very catchy name. It's exciting. Also, it's a rom-com. Everyone loves this genre. How are you two feeling?
Jitters, and a lot of excitement. But we waited for this day for quite a while, so we are very grateful that it's coming out finally. That too on the big screen. So we are very excited.
I know yes, of course, it's his work, it's my work, it's our debut. A lot of first is always special. It's very memorable for us. I think we will cherish this moment. Right now, we are just like living in the moment. We have been getting amazing response for our songs, for our trailer, and I hope the same love comes for the movie as well.
I'm sure it will. But y'all are saying it's your first. We all know that. But it's very rare that it doesn't look like a first because it looks like, experienced people are in it. Also, why I say that is because of the chemistry. How much ever we have watched until now through the trailer, teaser, promos, and songs, it looks great and also it looks effortless. What did you two do to make it look like that?
I think we just surrendered to our director. He was the main person that got everything out of us. I think I'll give all my credit to Rajji completely. I think he was the captain of the ship and he got that chemistry. We just had to kind of do our bit and everything else was just him.
Okay.
Absolutely, we surrendered to a master we believed in. So all the effortlessness, all the ease is because of Mr. Rajkumar Santoshi.
Okay. Fantastic. Now, Namushi, I have heard you saying, and I also personally know this that you belong to a legendary family. We all know that, but you never used that tag as such. That's why I just took your first name and both of you for that matter, because I feel there's a lot of journey to create yourself. So why carry that tag also? But I also somewhere feel that if you have that legacy, why not use it? And a lot of people have done that and reached great heights. What stopped you sort of to do that? I'm very proud you did it all by yourself, but what was that, the courage? Where did it come from that I'll do it on my own?
The courage comes from the fact that we come from a family of fighters. My father has come from zero and made it to himself. You just addressed him as a legend, as he very rightly is. So we don't come from a family of, going out there just because you're privileged. You have to make your own name, be it whoever you are. So for me, it was very regular. For the world, it's very surprising. But I don't come from a family that pushes their children unnecessarily and all the time. We live a very low profile life. We love that. So when Bad Boy happened, they were the happiest because they said we believed in you, and look, you got such a big break on your own. So that is something that pride cannot be felt if you do a phone call and tell people. And that being said, whoever is making a phone call, there is nothing wrong.
True.
Each to their own, but this is our approach.
That's amazing. And, Amreen, talking about you, you come from a world that's not related to the film industry at all. Now, that could be scary. And brilliantly, so many people have made it so big in the industry who are not related. And we do feel proud to see them now, shining out there. I'm sure there's a big journey for you ahead. But was there any hesitation or any self doubt that creeped in ever before Bad Boy?
As you said, like about the legacy, there is no legacy for me. We all come from a middle class family. It has never been glitz and glamour before. Everyone has worked their way up in my family. We come from a very middle class family, and we like a lot of big dreams. That was our world that we lived in. And me being the first female actress to come from my family, from the extended family as well. well. It takes a lot of courage to do that, but I'm glad I stepped in the right direction, didn't listen to anyone. Of course, I had my family supporting me. Yes, it feels great to do this, and thank you for your kind words about the long journey. I hope I do sustain in this industry and make everyone happy.
I'm sure about that. But, talking about the trailer, when I was watching it, it gave me a very sort of this rom com vibe, but also at the same time, I was smiling and laughing throughout, either the dialogues or I was looking at the two of you and the chemistry and all of that. But, talking about this genre, now a lot of people, as I said, love it anyway. But your character wise, we don't know much. We have to watch the film, but how much did you relate to it? You are called the bad boy, and you are in love with the bad boy in the
Yes, I'm
film.
the good
So
girl.
yeah, you're the good girl, but they say no, good girls
For
love
the
bad boys. How personally could you relate to your character?
Falling for bad boys, yes, a lot in my life.
Amazing.
But yes, my character's name is Rituparna. She comes from a high quality, high standard family, always doing well in her studies, 996 out of 1000, always in her, can't ever say no to her parents. She will do everything that they say. And then one day comes where Raghu makes her fall in love with him. I think that is the beauty of this love story. It's an emotion of roller coasters, a lot of clashes, and how couples overcome it. So I think a lot of people will relate to it, even the ones like young boys, girls, and rom-com. I think it's like a genre that is like a niche for everyone. Any age group can watch it, and I think our debut movie is exactly that.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Are you the bad boy in real life too?
Am I? I think I can't be the correct one to answer that, but I think in school I was.
Okay.
Although I was a brilliant math student, as hard as it might be to believe that, but I was not a very studious kid otherwise. So my teachers have called me a bad boy way too many times in school. And in fact, when this film was launched and Salman Bhai launched our poster, they all messaged me from various places from the world. Lockdown के दिनों की बात है, and they're like, इससे better debut नहीं हो सकता था. You're actually playing an extension of yourself. So yeah, in that sense, yes.
Amazing. Now, we all know about Rajkumar ji's style of working, and we have all been fans. I'm sure it's the same for the two of you. When you were being directed by him, it would have been a good feeling, I'm sure. But I'm sure he would have had that little bit of pressure because introducing, even here it's written, it's a little bit of, an added pressure on a director's shoulders, I'm sure. But how was it on set? Was he like an actor's director throughout?
We were an director's actor for
Yes,
sure,
yes.
and since more than us, he had the pressure of launching two newcomers, like introducing Namashi and Amrin. So, but despite being in that pressure, he made our job so much easier. I don't know how he did that. He made our jobs so much easier. We didn't have the pressure of the first movie. A lot of compliments have come our way that, it doesn't feel like a first movie. It feels
Correct.
like a
Like
second
you
or
just
third
said, yeah.
movie.
I just
You know
said
how
that,
you
yeah.
said this. So I think that is itself is such a big compliment for all of us, and I'm just happy to be working with Rajkumar Santoshi sir.
It's been an honor. It's been an honor, and I'm so glad he worked so hard on me and Amreen. And whatever good comes out of this film, especially performance-wise,
Yes.
it's us credit.
Okay, and how was I was very excited when I first saw the trailer, the new one that released, and it had a little shot of Mithunda, and I was like, wow, we are having a cameo. And then I saw the song. So for you, it must have been different because you're shooting with your dad, but on set y'all are like dancing together and acting together. How was it for you also? Because was there ever a feeling of intimidation? I know he's really humble and there is no air about that, but still.
For me, I think I've not grown up like being around superstars or
course.
like not even meeting them on set. So it was one of a kind. The first time, of course, I've met Mithuns. So when we before shooting of the movie, in terms of like after I signed the movie, he called me. He called us, my family, also home to like to kind of welcome us and everything. Very sweet of him. But yeah, that was the first time like as a professional working with a superstar, and that is a huge achievement in the debut movie itself. Not a lot of people get that opportunity, and just it was like I think 30-second screen presence with Mithun sir, but it was so impactful. I think that shows the power of Mithun Chakraborty.
Absolutely, and as you mentioned, he's my father, but he's also the one of the greatest dancers ever in
I
this
know.
country, the first ever disco dancer, and last. So for me and Amreen, it was a joy. We were dancing with joy even before he came on set, and although the shoot was just an hour long, like that bit of Janabe Ali, I think it was like the most memorable moment on set
It was
for
fun.
us. Lot of fun, lot of fun.
Fantastic. I'm sure this film will also become a very memorable one for the two of you and everyone who has worked so hard on it. Thank you so much for this conversation. All the very best for Bad Boy. Thank you.